centimeters. And obviously, if you look at your little ruler that I gave you here, okay, the bottom one is the inch scale. We're not looking at the inch scale. Life is going to be so much better. We're looking at the top. We're looking at the centimeter scale. And like we talked about yesterday, the metric system is so much easier to use than this, because you don't have to deal with any fractions. With centimeters, with the metric, we write this down in big letters here, with the metric scale, you always use decimals. For some reason, kids like to use fractions with it. Never will you use fractions with the metric scale. It's always going to be decimal something, 0.4, 0.8, not 4 8/10. Okay, you can't do that. So let's say here is your line. It just so happens I've got a line here. What's the line here? You see that line? Sure, why not? No, let's make it a little thicker. Make that a little thicker just for fun. Yes. And I'm measuring this line, so I take my little handy dandy ruler. I will blow this up because I know you want to see it, don't you? Blow it up. Is that big enough? Maybe I should straighten my line up, because I don't think I can straighten my ruler. Straight? Close? Kind of. Okay, so here we go. Here's our ruler. First thing you have to make sure is that the end of Mr. Line is right at the edge of your centimeter scale there, right? They line up there. And notice, the big numbers, boys and girls, are the centimeters. And every centimeter is cut into 10 smaller units. Those smaller units are called the millimeters. Those are the tiniest ones they have in the metric system. Okay? So if I am reading this, you can give this both in centimeters. How many centimeters is it? And how many millimeters is it? Okay? And here's let's do millimeters first, just because. Okay? If you are doing it in millimeters, you know every one of these big numbers is 10 millimeters. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 21, 22, 23, 24. It looks like 125 millimeters. And you don't really have to count them all. That's why they put little big numbers there so you don't have to even count by tens. Well, if I were writing that in centimeters, what would it be? And remember, in the metric system, when you go from one unit of measurement to another, the only thing that changes is where the decimal goes. I can guarantee you in my answer, I'm going to have a 1, a 2, and a 5. I'm going to have that 125, but I just need to change where the decimal is. Well, take a look here. How many whole centimeters is it? 12. And how much of the next one? 5 out of 10, and that's where 5/10 comes from. You just put the decimal right there. It's 12.5 centimeters. Again, the beauty of the metric system is just that easy to measure. Now, what if this line was only right here? Let's see if I can get it. Come on, Mr. Line. Pick something random. He stopped right there. I'll blow that up bigger so even the people in the back can see this. How's that?
Perfect. Perfect.
Maybe too big?
No, beautiful. Oh, too small.
I can't figure out where.
I think so.
Let's
I
try
think
this.
that's too big.
That. In centimeters, how long is this line? Try to get it somewhat straight there. In centimeters, not in millimeters. In centimeters, how long is that line? Well, I'll give you a little clue. You know it is 5 whole centimeters. And it's a part of another centimeter. What would that be? Leighton says
5.8.
I would go with that. That's pretty close because this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. I would go, yeah, 5.8, and that's in centimeters. So the question is, how many millimeters would that be? That's a pretty simple thing there. Sittler? Exactly. It's 58 millimeters. and it is 5.8 centimeters. Nothing changes. If I asked you how many, oh, here's one, watch this. If I asked you how many meters that would be, if you don't know, don't worry, because this is a tough question. Let me write it down for you. This was 5.8 centimeters. And if I asked you how many meters that would be. Now, I'll take us back to yesterday's discussion. This is really cool. This is super high level math, if you understand this. Remember I said going from centimeters to meters is like going from cents to dollars, because there's 100 centimeters in a meter. If I had, this unfortunately is 5.8 cents. Let's do the 5 first. How would I write 5 cents in dollar form? How do you write 5? How do you change 5 cents into dollar form? Lauren? That would be the same thing this is. You'd put your 0, well, you just put 0.05, and then you just have to tack the 8 in. This is that much of a meter. It's only 58 thousandths of a meter. It's not much of a meter at all. It's just a small fraction. But again, look, notice. You have a 5 and an 8, 5 and an 8, 5 and 8, 5 and 8. The only thing that changes in the metric system is where the decimal goes. Because you're always multiplying and dividing by tenths, and that's all that happens when you're multiplying by tenths. One more. Let's go supersonic here. Wait, how long does the ruler go? Oh, yeah, let's go up to here. Guess I gotta shrink it now a little bit. Alright, so in centimeters and in millimeters, you don't need to see the rest of the ruler, because that's all immaterial, but here if you want to. There it is, line goes all the way from one to the other. Somebody got a, what if I asked for that in millimeters? Anybody millimeters? What is that? How many millimeters is that? How many millimeters? It's a tough one there. Connor Morgan.
140.
Exactly. It's almost between, yeah, it's kind of tough to tell whether it's 42 or 43, but I'll go with that. 140 to here, 1, 2, 3. 143 millimeters. And then changing that to centimeters. Joseph says?
1.4.
Yeah, or 14.3 centimeters. And it's just that easy. Right. Right. I think that's probably good enough to get you home to where you're going now.